The wheel of time spins round and round. Years, centuries and epochs pass by, and the past becomes more and more distant. Now we have skyscrapers instead of castles, drivers instead of horsemen, and mega markets instead of caravans and merchants who are now a thing of the past. Today, in the 21st century, the past seems to be forgotten and remains in the pages and pictures of history books. But it's not true. Now you can travel to the past, to the Middle Ages at your own will. Medieval tournaments, weapons and armour, beautiful ladies in ancient costumes. It's not just a myth or a charming legend. Just one step is enough to get to another place and time, to see things that have never been seen before. One such place is the Genoese fortress in Sudak. Ancient Sudak was deservedly proud of its stronghold, and these days the Genoese fortress still haughtily towers over the hill, and the Maiden Tower shines on the cliff top. The citadel's walls have served their masters faithfully for many centuries, but the times of invasions are over. For a long time, the Genoese fortress has been visited only by historians and tourist groups. But everything changed 10 years ago. Since then, the medieval fortress and life is revived and relived every summer. Cannon shots and the clank of swords inform the whole district of the beginning of the Genoese Helmet Festival. As though time has run backwards, and the bold times of King Arthur and his knights have returned again. Nightly tournaments, the excited shouts of the winners and groans of their defeated rivals live on. A lot of tourists come to the eastern Crimea, to Sudak, purposefully to enjoy this unforgettable show, to take in the bright impressions and to take photographs of the famous event. The first time the Genoese Festival was held in 2001 by Soa's show company. This company is the only one in the Crimea that provides a specialized service for show business and large cultural events. The popularity and success of the festival is obvious. Each season, the festival attracts nearly 1,500 participants from Ukraine, Belarus, Russia, Moldova, Estonia, France, Italy, and the USA. This is the biggest show of its kind in Ukraine.
Приезжает очень много участников из разных стран.
A great number of participants arrive from different countries. Mainly they come from Belarus, from Russia and from Ukraine. That is mainly from the countries of the former Soviet Union. But Hungarians and Czechs also visit us. And in the second festival, a big delegation of French knights came to Sudak, fighting in the tournament and taking part in the mass performance of knights.
Ну, в общем, настоящий большой рыцарский международный фестиваль.
Many of the participants are designers who love history and extreme living. They make armor, ammunitions, forge weapons, and make clothes themselves. All their outfits conforming to a definite region, nation, or period of the Middle Ages. What figure to choose, either a nobleman or a peasant, is a prerogative of your wishes and imagination. Reconstructions of this kind came to Ukraine from Europe 15 years ago. Actually, there are large and small military and historical clubs which take the opportunity to present themselves in full military outfit and to rub shoulders with people of the same mindset from other countries. The marquees on the fortress's territory are supposed to provide shelter for participants. The shape of this portable dwelling hasn't changed since the Middle Ages. Medieval tents could be really expensive, the price dictated by the fabric used to make it. Outside they were decorated with embroidery and inside with tapestries and carpets. But only men of wealth could afford such luxury, and the simple infantry had to spend the night in ordinary tents. However, we are assured that staying in such a linen tent is much more comfortable than in modern tourist ones. The materials used are of natural origin. That's why to live in them is much more comfortable than in tents. As opposed to modern synthetic material, the natural tent breathes. It's very convenient and airy and so on. Usually the festival lasts 1.5 or 2 months. During this period, the participants have to get used to their characters as medieval peasants, townspeople and soldiers. But it's not theatre, it's real life. And within the walls of the Genoese fortress, life is almost the same as 7 centuries ago. The ancient citadel is surrounded by the mountains and the sea. It's the most beautiful nook of the Crimean Peninsula. Throughout the centuries, it has appealed to seafarers, merchants and foreign conquerors. Nowadays, as in the past, it also draws a lot of attention. I like the fact that it's natural. We're in the open air. We like being under the stars. We have a possibility not to live in a house, in a flat, but to be in the middle of the castle itself. Moreover, not only can the participants feel this unique atmosphere, but also the spectators of the Genoese Helmet Festival. Tourists break into an Irish jig with great pleasure. And they also try on the medieval costumes and armour, learn to forge and to craft pottery, worry about the outcome of a battle. And simply communicate with other participants of the festival in a friendly way. All are integrated into the action that's going on around them.